everybody, and welcome to a new video, and welcome to, sorry it's a mess from the last video that I just recorded. There's books everywhere. Today we're looking at the top 24. I typed in the top worst kinds of people in the world. And I would assume it's like, oh, the different stereotypes, like Karens, Charleses, is the male version of Karens. The vegans, vegetarians, asshole vegetarian teacher, anyway, and stuff like that. That piss a lot of people off. And then people with allergies, kind of people, anyway. Oh, okay, it's going this way for right now. It's on BuzzFeed, so shit isn't going so well as planned. Anyway. People who walk extremely slow on the sidewalk right in front of you. Yes, that's awful. People who are in front of you on the stairs and going so slowly, that's the same thing. And they just won't speed up. People with a ton of stuff in their cart who sneak into line just before you at the grocery store. I would raise a fuss and raise a holler. Gonna raise a fuss, gonna raise a holler. Let's not sing too much of that. Friends who are guilt you into doing them a really tremendous favor. Able-bodied people who get on your elevator and take it one floor instead of just walking the stairs. Anyone who knowingly cuts in line. Yep. I would raise a fuss. Anyway. The people in front of you who has decided to drive 5 miles an hour under the speed limit. That's not the only thing during driving that enrages me to the point of filming them and posting it online and roasting the absolute shit out of them. Anyway, whatever. Okay. People who eat loudly, with their mouth open and is very noisy. No, and that you can't focus on anything but their constant chewing and their messy eating habits and their clicking, like I do it now too, but because I'm old and gross. But it's basically because shit sticks to the top of your mouth, because when adults eat food, because a lot of kids food doesn't stick to the top of your mouth. When you get a certain age, it sticks to your mouth, the top of your mouth, and you just want to rip your everything out. Anyway, the people in front of you at the ATM who can't figure out how to use the machine. Oh my god. And you're just trying to get some quick cash. Not so much at my bank, but other ATMs that are not affiliated with any bank. Yes, that's something that I have a problem. People who are trying to push their way into the subway before letting everyone else out. What kind of subway do you mean? Do you mean the train, or do you want the restaurant? Because I can see it both ways, and I don't like either of those people. Anyway. Or people who take up an entire train. Entire train pole that either other people could use. Yeah. Image no longer available. None of these images seem to be available. Or people who spread their legs way wider than necessarily at the end and end up taking up more than one seat. You mean manspreading? You mean so we don't either cook our balls to an absolute stew, or we don't crush our balls? Do you see a lot of we know what those women have down there too. That's on collegehumor.com. Yes. Shut up. People who save seats at the movies and force you to decide between the worst possible seat options in the theater. Does this happen a lot? Because for me, or for our tickets, we have actual seat numbers in the movie theater that we're supposed to only use those seat numbers. That's in every movie theater that I've ever been to. You have a certain amount of seats in a row. You get to pick, hey, I want these seats all together, because they're like a lot of times I go with a lot of special needs people. I look like I'm a ghost. Oh my goodness, I'm so fucking white. I'm blending in with the background today. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah, so we go with a group of autistic kids and special needs kids a lot of the times to the movies, and you have to see them together, or else they're not being watched. Anyway, we're only 7 minutes into this video. Great. And yeah, we have oh, you're in row E, and you have like 1 to 5 or whatever. I don't know. It's in groups of certain amounts. Anyway, people who literally don't even try to parking. Yes. See, there's a point that I always make. We have two big trucks. We have a 52 Chevy 1 ton, or one ton or 3 ton, something like that. It's a big debate in my family. Whatever, it's a 52 Chevy GMC truck. So the year is 1952. And we have a Chevy Silverado that's beefier than the regular Silverado from 2013. And people seem to love to just cram us in between, so that we can't even get into our vehicles, any of the vehicles. This is also speaking in the future for the 52, so any of my family watching, that's why I'm saying this, because I know people already with the Silverado. And I just went to my staff members and said, if you're driving the trucks, park in between two parking spots. I'll take the blame, but it's better than getting our trucks damaged, or which we had someone damage our truck. I was carrying this heavy air conditioner outside of a store because there was no heat or air conditioning at the studio for a while there. And this car this Porsche, so this rich entitled prick, white Porsche, parked so close to us, and I flipped the gasket about how close he's parking to a truck. He ended up scratching our vehicle, or smudging our vehicle with his paint, and it pissed me off because that's a lot of money to fix on a vehicle. Keep in mind, this isn't wrapped yet, or not even We don't even have magnets on it yet. But it is a high gloss finish, which is more expensive than his shitty little dull white paint on his fucking shitty ass Porsche. So you know what? Whatever. Anyone who goes to the bathroom and doesn't wash their hands on the way out. Do you mean in public? WTF, man? Yeah, for that one. Do you mean in public or do you mean at home? Because home, it doesn't, and if you live on your own, it fucking doesn't matter. Or do you mean in public? Because then it does matter. People who turn their music up so loud that you can hear it through their headphones. I don't care. If people want to go deaf, which I have tinnitus now from doing that shit, whether or not you want to or not. Go right ahead. I love turning up the speakers in the trucks or in my vehicles though, like the vehicles that I drive on a regular basis, because I'm just that much of an asshole, and also I'm not going to say that because it's not really that cool. Who, or worse, someone who intends to blare their music without trying to use headphones. Without even trying to use headphones. Sure. Neighbors who always seem to make the most noise when you're trying to sleep. Do you mean at night or during the day when you're taking a nap? Those strangers who are always trying to read over your shoulder in public. Going back to this one, we have someone who also goes to the place that we go to hang out with, a bunch of autistic fun people. It's the nicest way I'm going to put it. He plays his either music, TV, or video games so freaking loud, and usually you can't hear side to side in this place, in this shitty garbage house place. But when you get to, let's say, up and down, you hear it a lot. Across on the diagonal, you should not hear anything at all. He plays it that fucking loud that he has it at 100 to 200% volume on his TV, because he has a newer TV, because that's what he spends all his fucking money on. It's like, well, you have fucking bills to pay too. You live in the same situation I do. But and I can't afford new shit all the time. I have to pay people back all the time. And you're playing music that fucking, or whatever you're playing that fucking loud that I had to switch bedrooms. It's a 2-bedroom place here. I had to switch bedrooms and then move the office into this room, and that's one of the reasons why I'm in this room now. People who, yeah, okay. That's one person, that one person who doesn't realize that any more questions is a signal that things are wrapping up and they actually ask a question. I don't think that's too bad, as long as it's not going to take another half an hour to explain that. People who decide that the middle of the street or in a crowded restaurant or really anywhere in public is the best place to have an extremely loud private conversation. Yes, elite. Anyway. People who don't understand personal space and will basically shove themselves against you at a concert or in line, etc. Deal with that every day too. Little kids, because look at them. Any other person's kids besides my own family's or my own, yes, I agree with. There's a kids program at the place we go to as well. It's a big they do a lot of stuff in a small little place. It's a big place in regards to how much actually goes on there on a regular basis, but also, so I have clothes that, for example, and I'm still pissed at these board members because the board members are the ones who got after me because they brought their little shitty ass kids to the board members at this place brought their little shitty ass kids to fucking kids program. I'm not gonna name the name of the place that I go to because fuck that noise. I don't want to get in trouble there more than I already do. There's this person there who wears alcohol promotion. I can't even, and this was after weed was legalized. I can't even wear my weed clothes. Now I can because fuck them. I went to one of the administrators after in the last couple months and said, hey, now that it's been a while since then, can I start wearing these clothes? Because I know better than to wear there was one that I actually wore in quite a few videos where there's marijuana leaves covering up a lady's private parts. She's butt naked, but leaves are covering up. I know not to wear that one anywhere but here, and even then I can't really wear it on a regular anyway. I might as well throw it out at this rate. But there's other sweaters that are just leaves printed all over the place, and I got in trouble for that then. I'm not going to get in trouble for it now because I'm going to actually speak the fuck up, because I already talked to Dana. Fuck. I already talked to an administrator about it. I realize that you don't know people on a first name basis. Michael, are you editing this? Just a yes across. Anyway, can you fix that? Fuck, I'm an idiot. Whatever. Dana White. The UFC fight promoter. Let's just say that. I don't know. Fucking hell. Anyway, well, anyway, and I mean, I also don't like the kids being there because us adults being in the same place as young kids is stupid, because we say shit all the time. Like, even that, I swear constantly. Every other person there that I hang out with at whatever place this is, they swear constantly. Michael swears constantly, right, Michael? I know you do. If you're editing this, I don't know if you're editing this because life is hard. I get it. Anyway. That's why I have to do my own fucking corrections while I'm recording, because I'm never going to find the spot where I accidentally say people's names or whatever else. In any case. Michael's better at that for some reason. Anyway. But in any case, yeah, that's literally what I have to put up with on a regular basis. Little kids and you're mixing them with the fucking bane of kids' existence, because they'll learn shit that they're not supposed to learn. Granted, I have full knowledge that I'll be a great parent. I have full knowledge that Michael's going to be a great parent one day if he wants to go that route. And any other people that has been around here. Anyway. And then just everyone, okay? Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I physically agree. Fails. WTFs, OMGs, LOLs, broken heart, cute, win, heart. I don't know what. Yeah, so that's the fucking bane of my existence. And I mean, prohibition already happened again. We had prohibition back in the hundreds sometime when weed was turned, or drugs were turned illegal, and alcohol was only for the age of majority, which is now 21. I don't care what people say, that you only should start drinking at least at 21. Because really your brain, and I'm being generous, because really your brain only is done developing at 25, age 25. I'm a year away. My brain will never be fully developed to fit in with your normal society rules. So fuck off, society. Because I chose that route anyway. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Say hi to Dana White, the prick that promotes UFC. And no one else that I know is a prick that starts D. Whatever. I'm still trying to overcorrect, and I'm probably making a big fool of myself. Anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.